abandoned storage building behind Wendy's. This is the Poor Taste Podcast with Dustin Sims. Is it comedy or is he just working some shit out? Stay tuned and find out.
What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 6 of the Poor Taste Podcast. I know it's a day late. I'm sorry about that. I just haven't really felt good this week. I don't have COVID. At least I don't think I do. It's just mental bullshit. Haven't really felt like doing much of anything, you know? Kind of felt like Lieutenant Dan playing Dance Dance Revolution, okay? If you don't know what that is, that's a fucking arcade game in the mall where the little Japanese kids are just fucking... like they're having a fucking seizure with their legs. And that's kind of how I felt all week, you know? Not very good. I don't know why. Nothing really going on. But yeah, that's where I'm at. I did take my kids to the arcade. And for like the past 20 years, I've been a god. I'm a god at the basketball game. The Papa Shot, I'm a god. If there's a God, he is me when it comes to that. And I take pride, and every time I take my kids in there, I beat the record. It doesn't matter who the fuck was in there. It could be LeBron James, and I will beat the fucking record. So the other day, I'm like, I'm not feeling good. I took the kids in there. I'm like, well, at least I have this going for me. At least I can beat this game. And there was these little Latino boys in there, and the dude beat the record that I had set, and I was like, oh, no. So I turned it on, you know, I'm like, fuck that. And any other day of the week, murder. Killed the guy, he's dead. Like, it wouldn't even been a competition. But I couldn't beat this kid's record. Like, I spent $25 in this game trying to beat this record, and I got like 1 point away, and I'm sweating. I'm fucking sweating. And my wife, Kayla, she's like looking at me like, this ain't that serious. I was like, it is today. It's that serious today. And then I got pissed because the kid's like 14. I was like, what the fuck are you even doing in here? Like, you're 14. Get the fuck out of the arcade. I'm here with my children. I have an excuse. Get the fuck out of here. Like, I just wanted to win one, you know? That's the kind of week I'm having. And then I'm at war with the chipmunks. I'm sure you've seen that video. Like, that's not even a joke. Like, these chipmunks are like fucking me in the ass, okay? I don't know what to do about them because I live in this subdivision. Kayla, she's like handing me a knife. She handed me a knife that I was like, what am I going to do with it? Like, throw it at him? What are you thinking? Maybe she wanted me just to fucking kill myself with it. I don't know. So, I'm battling these chipmunks. I've tried everything. I did the whole plank where they like fall into the bucket and like they swim. They fucking swim. These are not your regular chipmunks, okay? All these people giving me suggestions. These are not your regular. They are like conditioned. They want this house. They got a taste of it. And it's fucking crazy. Like, they're fucking doing push-ups in there. It's wild. So I went to the Ace Hardware because I watched a video on YouTube. First of all, I Googled how to get rid of chipmunks. This video comes up, and it's like this instructional video, and I'm watching it, and it's got like 300-something dislikes and only like 12 likes. And I'm like, this is either bad information or something's going on, you know? So I read the comments, and everybody's like, what the fuck is going on at 3 minutes and 30 seconds in? And I'm going to link it so you can look at this shit. It's a fucking video about chipmunks. And it's talking about trapping them. It's talking about... it's got the little bucket thing, and then like all of a sudden it shows a black girl like leaned up against the fence and she's crying, and it looks like her dad or her husband or something is behind her with this bottle of alcohol looking at her like he just beat the fuck out of her. And it's like, when the caged animal, you know, make sure you dispose of the caged animal. And I was like, damn. So I don't know if somebody just accidentally put that clip in there, but it was really fucked up. And such a strange thing to see. So you can look at that, you know, give your thoughts. But I found this one video, and it was these traps. They look like fucking alligator shit. Okay, like clumped down on them, And that seemed pretty good to me because I'm at the point now that like I want to see them die. I would like to see their little souls leave their bodies. That would be nice. So I went to Ace Hardware to find these traps, and I walk in, and this old man's there, and I was like, I need traps for chipmunks, and he takes me to like the live traps. I'm like, no, I need like the least humane thing that you have. And he was like, damn. And I was like, yeah, like preferably like one with a window where I can see inside, like see them dying. So I got these fucking clamps, and I've set them everywhere. Like they're all around, like outside of my house where they go, and nothing. I've caught nothing. I put peanut butter on them. They don't fuck with that. It's just so crazy. Like everybody loves peanut butter. I don't know what to do. Everybody's like, drown them. Put a hose. It's like up under my house. It's way up under there. I'm not going under there. I'm scared. So I don't know. I don't know how to fucking do it. I asked for suggestions, and people were like AK-47, grenade. I'm just gonna nuke it. I'm just gonna nuke the whole fucking house. I don't know. But that's what's going on in my life. Hung out with my dad last night. It was my little sister's birthday. We went to Top of the River. And this week's episode of My White Trash Family, you know, my dad and them are from Georgia. And they don't have these mask ordinance like we have in Alabama. Like they want you to wear a mask, but they don't make you wear a mask. And over here, just about everywhere, you have to go inside. It's kind of slacking off though. So he calls me. He's pissed that he has to wear a mask. And I already know that he's going to raise hell. I know he's going to raise hell. And I'm like, this is going to be an awful time. Luckily, we get there and they don't say anything. Everybody's like, fuck it. We're going in as a squad with no mask. They can't mask us all. So we go in and everything's fine. And I'm like, thank God, this is going to be good. Well, there's 10 of us. And apparently, COVID law says you cannot seat more than 8 people at a table. So they take us to a table that has 12 seats. And this last table that's connected, like it's 3 tables connected to each other. The last table has a big sticker. It's like taped, like with a lot of tape that says, do not sit at this table. And then 6 foot away from that is another table that holds 4 people. And they said 8 people can sit here, 2 people can sit way the fuck over here. Hey, it's a birthday party. Nobody wants to fucking do that. So my dad just rips the paper off the table that says do not sit here, and he was like, problem solved. And I was like, okay, probably not going to go too well. So the manager comes up and he's like, hey, can't do that, only 8 people at a table. My dad's like, that's fucking stupid, like we're all here in the same party. He kind of has a point. We're all in the same party. I can see if you're like sitting with other people, whatever, we're all together. Dude's like, can't fucking do it. He says, I can't do it. Dad's like, whatever. So like my stepmom and my sister, to save face, go over and sit at this table, kind of just to chill my dad out so he doesn't cause a scene and burn the place to the ground. So, because you just don't tell him that he can't do something. You just don't do it. So everything's going good. Our waitress comes up, and my brother Jonathan asked the waitress, hey, can they just move over here and sit with us? The waitress, of course, because she wants a good tip, is not going to disagree with us. She's going to be like, yeah, just tell them to come back. He's like, well, you go tell them. So the waitress tells my stepmom and sister, come back to the table. So they come back to the table. Everybody's happy. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Manager comes out of nowhere. Kind of a dick, but he's just doing his job. And he was like, hey, who told you that you could sit here? Who told you to move? And my dad's like, what's the fucking problem? Because now he's pissed. He's very pissed. And the dude said, it's like the regulations. It's the government. He's like, it's not me. Can't let you sit here. He's like, what's the fucking difference between 8 people sitting here and 10 people sitting here? He said, it's just the rules. My dad's like, fuck that. And the dude's like, you can't do it. My dad's like, are you going to throw us out? And the dude's like, you just can't do it. My dad's like, are you going to throw us out? And the dude's like, hey man, you can't do it. And he's like, are you going to throw us out? And we were at a standoff. We were at a fucking standoff. So I was like, hey, I took my 2 kids. I was like, why don't you go sit your ass at that table over there, and it'll be like a party. You have your own little table. They're like, fuck yeah. So they go and sit there at the table, and they have their own table. And now all the adults are sitting together. Problem solved. I'm a problem solver. Still don't agree with the rule. It's really fucking stupid. But everybody's happy now. The manager goes on. We eat our meal. Someone jacked off in our food. For sure. Semen in our food. But it was fine. Everything was fine. But my dad stole every single spoon off the table. Don't know why. Maybe they're low on spoons at his house. Stole every single spoon off the table. Put them in his pocket. And he was playing the spoons on the way out. So that everybody could see that he had the spoons. And I was just like, why'd you do that? And he was like, fuck him. Like, I said, okay. It's justified. And I can't say anything because I have my Red Lobster glass, but I don't remember stealing that. But you can't take the motherfucker nowhere. You can't take him nowhere. But it's fine. Everything turned out fine. Nobody died. Nobody got in just a fist fight. It was good. It was good. It was embarrassing. But everything's fine. And I could see if this was like a fancy place or something. It's top of the river. Just the name alone sounds like white trash. Okay? It's top of the river. Alright? It's not Ruth fucking Chris. Okay? Whatever. And to tell you, like, we had a Christmas party when I worked at Honda. We had our Christmas party at this place. And my buddy Pat brought a hooker, to say it nicely, just a slut that he found under an overpass, I'm pretty sure. He brought her. She stunk really bad. She sat next to me and my wife. Pat is a very known alcoholic, so I bought him a big bottle of Crown for his Christmas present. Pops it open. It's Sunday. And in Alabama, can't have alcohol on Sunday in this restaurant. So he's like popping it up. He's like, hey, everybody cheers. Pouring everybody a drink. We're like, fuck it. Okay, this is what's going on in this restaurant. Gets a hand job under the table. So it's not like these people, and I'm sure they knew they had to know. I mean, damn. So it's not like you've never stretched the rules before. You telling me 10 people can't sit at a table because of the government? He's like, sir, we'll get shut down. Maybe. But who in the fuck is reporting that? Who's coming in and like, oh, they got 9 folks there. We gotta shut this motherfucker down. It's like, hey man, chill the fuck out. And that's what everybody needs to do. Just chill the fuck out. Pat's a trip though, dude. We had our Christmas party at Applebee's one year. And it's when they had the dollar Long Islands. And we shut that motherfucker down. Because I remember Pat sat down and I was like, they're only $1. I was like, how many is it going to take to get you fucked up? And Pat said, I don't know how many it's going to take to get me fucked up, but I know how many I can get for $20. And that motherfucker got 20. And I got 18. And you should have seen all the glasses on our table. It's wild, dude. Fucking wild. Motherfucker eats bars like Xanax. Bars. Not like, you don't break them up. He eats the whole bars. Like 3 or 4 a day. And it's nothing. It's nothing to him. Swear to God, he's had 7 in one day. I was like, hey man, how you alive? How the fuck are you alive? I was having trouble sleeping when I worked at Honda. And I was like, I can't sleep at night. And he was like, slid me one of those. He was like, take you one of these bad boys. You'll be fine. And I took it on the way home from work, and I stopped by Taco Bell. I took it when I got to Taco Bell. I got Taco Bell. I got it. I took it. Whatever. I live 5 minutes down the road. I get home. My Taco Bell order is never changed. It's never fucking changed, bro. It's number 7, chicken quesadilla, large Pepsi, make it a soft taco, add 6 more soft tacos. Okay? And that's it. That's what I get every time. It's my favorite. sit down. I eat my quesadilla on the way home. I eat that on the way. And then when I get home, I like to watch something, like a podcast or something, and I eat the soft tacos. And that's my method. So I sit down in my recliner, and I take out the first soft taco. I take one bite of it. And as I'm chewing up this bite, the lights go off. Your boy's dead. DED dead. Okay? The one bar took me out. It was like a light switch. And Kayla said she came in the living room and was like, did you take something? Did you take something? I was like, I ain't take nothing. I ain't take nothing. So she was mad at me. And she went back to the room and left me there. I woke up at like 10 o'clock the next morning. And I have lettuce and cheese all over me in my lap. It looked like I had jacked off. Like I had fucked this taco. And I had no recollection of it. I had a bag with 5 tacos in it. Just sitting beside me. Untouched. And that was off one bar. This man takes 7. He used to be at work like this. Like his hands would be working. But everything else was off. Everything was shut off. And you know what? That doesn't sound like a terrible life. I've been gone from Honda about a little over a year now. And when you work there, you kind of get desensitized to all the shit that goes on. Because everybody in there fucking. Everybody in there fucking. Okay? Not just men and women. Dudes are fucking. They hire gay people. But like, not just regular gay people. There ain't nothing wrong with gay people, I guess. But this is like gay people that aren't openly gay. Like dudes that are married with a family. And they fucking other dudes. And that's whatever, bro. That's you, bro. That's your ass, literally. But I remember one time, one of our bosses was like walking over the catwalk. And there's a parking lot underneath it. And it was lunchtime. And there was a dude out there just getting some noggin from another male. And everybody was like, damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. Because they both got pee parts. They both got the same thing. And that happens. But it was crazy because that dude had a family. What are you going to do, you know? But you get desensitized out there. Like you think, oh, this is all normal. Everybody's out here fucking. People fucking in the parking lot. People fucking in the bathroom. People fucking in the locker room. But now, there's a video came out yesterday of a girl sucking a dude off on the line while the line's running. They're making cars and dude's getting head. Hey, that's impressive. Because I remember when I worked there, I would get behind just doing my job. I would get behind just doing what I was supposed to be doing. And I almost got fired for sending a text. I was afraid to pull my phone out and send a text. Dude's getting noggin while the line's running. I mean, you can't be mad about that. You cannot be mad about that. Because it looked like, I mean, in the video, I mean, it looked like he was getting his job done. And she was getting her job done. And she was getting him done. But that's just mind-blowing that happened. You know, like the line is running. And people are, it's a very well-lit area. Heavily populated. I just don't know how that happens. And then they got fired because the video spread like wildfire, of course. So they got fired. But it's at the end of the day, it's like, that sounds like a lawsuit. Because is that in the handbook? Is that in the handbook? What page does it say you can't get head on the line? I bet it doesn't. I bet it doesn't. So give me my fucking job back and then put it in the handbook. That's what I would say if I was in their shoes. But I just think that's impressive. From the outside looking in, I'm like, damn. That is something right there. Going to Rome River Jam tomorrow. So that should be a good pick-me-up. It's going to be me, Kayla, Joey, my buddy Mike, and whoever Joey brings. I don't know. That's going to be a good time. I was looking at the website, though, and they got these crazy stipulations there. Like, they refer to us like, okay, you have a group of 6 people. I don't know why I said fucking 9 or 10 right there. Threw my hands up. They got 6 people. And that's your pod. That's what they call it. That's your pod. They give you a specific time to be there. You cannot show up before your time, and you cannot show up after. So you have to show up at that time on the dot. Whatever. Then they let you go in. They have a designated spot for your pod to stand. And you can't leave your pod. You have to have your mask on until you get to your pod. Then you can take your mask off. And you can't leave your pod to go talk to another pod. If you leave your pod to talk to another pod, you get sent out immediately. Evicted, ejected, whatever. You're gone. And it's like, that is fucked up. It's a concert, man. It's a fucking concert. So that's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be a good time, but I don't know because all that shit going on. We'll see. You have to pre-order your drinks. I don't know how that's going to work. You have to get an app and order your drinks before. I don't know if I'm going to be regular Dustin, who's going to have 6 to 8 beers, or if I'm going to be asshole Dustin, who's going to have 10 or 12 beers and some whiskey. How do I know that? And do you get it all at one time? Do you get there and you order 12 beers and they bring you 12 immediately? Or can you ration them out? Do you have to schedule the beers? Who's got their life together like that? I don't. So that's going to be interesting. I was excited about it because Morgan Wallen's supposed to be there, Hardy, Riley Green, but now Morgan Wallen's not going to be there because he decided to fuck half of Alabama the other night after the game. He's blowing up on TikTok because he's just making out with a bunch of girls at the sorority. And it's, you know what, dude? Fuck that. People are mad about it. People are mad that a single man with a celebrity status is getting puss. What are you talking about? And they're like, this is what... He got kicked off Saturday Night Live because of COVID is protocols. Because, you know, he had his tongue in everybody's mouth. Fine. Whatever. But he had to issue an apology. What the fuck? And people in the comments are like, that's what you get for making out with a bunch of 19-year-old women. That's legal. What the fuck you talking about? Why does a man have to apologize for that? It's just a weird time, culture that we're in. That people have to apologize for wanting to live their life how they want to live it. If you're not doing anything illegal, why the fuck are you apologizing? And I get it on his side because his manager or whatever is like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? You got to put this out. But that's stupid. The whole fucking thing is stupid. But I don't know where I'm going with this. It's going to be a fun time still. And I'm excited about it. This is an awful episode. I'm just not... It's not feeling great. I put a status up, it's like, not feeling myself, and everybody's like, who are you feeling? It's really fucking funny. It's just a bad week. I didn't vlog the pumpkin patch because I'm a piece of shit. I took my camera and everything, and I told him I was going to vlog it, and I didn't. But we drove 2.5 hours. I'll give it to you right now. I'll lay it out for you, buddy. We drove 2.5 hours, got to LJ. Went to the sunflower patch. That's usually, I'm going to be honest with you, it's just sunflowers. Those are everywhere. We have sunflowers right down the road. Mom wants to go to this sunflower patch because it's got like 5 patches of sunflowers. That's it. They've got like 2 tractors that you can take pictures on. And a sign that says something. I don't know what even it fucking says. But it's just a bunch of sunflower patches. We always go to it. Mom wants to take pictures there. Well, usually it's like 5 fields. This time it was 1. And normally you can cut them and take them with you. Who the fuck wants to do that? I don't want a sunflower. But you have that option. This time you could not do that. And this time they were charging $5 a person, not a car. So I got me, Kayla, and the kids. That's $20 to drive into this field and get out and look at the sunflowers. And my mom took some pictures with them. I was like, this is crazy. Mom had 4 people in her car. That's another $20. So we're out there taking pictures in this sunflower field. And we're at this sign, and this dude comes up and he's like, you want me to get all y'all's picture as a family? I was like, no, we're good. And my mom's like, yeah. And the dude's like, I was like, I guess yeah. So he's like taking our picture, and we're standing there. And I just hate it. I don't like taking all these pictures. And I'm not a dick. I'm not a dick. I love family pictures with my family, whatever. Memories, great. But my mom has thousands of albums on Facebook. And in these albums are thousands of pictures. And they're just, she will take 100 of the same fucking pictures. I'm pictured out. I'm pictured the fuck out. I don't want it. I don't even want to see it. But we're taking this picture. Dude gets my mom's phone. And everybody's just like, and Kayla's like telling the kid, look at this fucking man. Look at this man. And I'm just sitting here like, and the dude's like, say Sims. And then everybody there was instantly thinking, how the fuck does this man know our last name? So in the picture came out like this. Everybody's face is like this. And so like I was like, hey man, how you know that? And he was like, I'm a big fan of your videos. And I was like, oh, well that makes sense. I was like, why? Thank you. And then I felt weird because I didn't expect it. And I didn't even get the dude's name. And then I felt like a dick. Well, then he messaged me on Instagram, and I was like, thank you for reaching out, because I look like a piece of shit. But it fucked me up. It's such a strange thing, because I'm like in this moment that I don't want to be in, and then my mom's like, and the dude's like, say Sims, and it's like, well, who the fuck is this? And he was like, my bad, man. I just really didn't know how to approach you. Not like that. But he was a cool kid. He was a cool dude, and it was funny. It was pretty smooth how he did it. But then we went to the pumpkin patch. Bert's pumpkin patch. The pumpkin patch that is just like every pumpkin patch that has ever existed. It's just pumpkins in a patch. And you pick them out, the ones you like, and then they have a hayride. You take the hayride and then you're done. And it's like, what the fuck are we doing 2.5 hours away? Could have done this at Walmart. Could have done this at Walmart. Mom's like, no, you couldn't. They don't have a hayride at Walmart. And I was like, grab a wheelbarrow, throw some hay in it from gardening, and put the kid's ass in it, and just take them a couple of laps. You'll see way more interesting shit. Probably some domestic violence. But Mom wasn't satisfied. She wanted to stay the night. And I was like, okay, well, let's find us a good room. Mom's like, I'm getting the room. I'm getting a room for all of us. We're in LJ. There's no condos or anything like that now. There's nothing like a big room for all of us. There's fucking 7 of us. So my mom finds this motel, which is fine. I'm not above that. Me and Kayla have stayed and had sex in some of the nastiest motels you've ever seen in your life. It's almost like a hobby. But this, I've never seen one that had 3 beds in it. And this one had 3, and it was like in a row. And it like they knocked a wall out into another motel room. And they were like, I don't know what size, I don't know bed size. It's like king, queen, I don't know all that. But I know the bed wasn't that fucking big. I know it wasn't as big as our bed. And I don't know what the fuck that is. That's sad. That's sad. So the bed's fucking tiny. There's 3 of them. It's my mom, my brother, his girlfriend, me, Kayla, and the 2 kids. My son slept over there with my mom. My daughter, she slept in between with us. Didn't have enough room. It was fucking miserable. The bathroom is tiny. You got 3 women in here who take forever to get ready. And you have 1 bathroom. And it's tiny. Like literally tiny. Like the door was made for midgets. The handle was way down here. You like literally had to like. But it was fun. It was fun. It was a good time. It was a good time. I really wish I'd have vlogged it because it was some really random, just funny ass shit that happened. And I suck dick. I didn't suck dick. I'm just saying like I sucked dick because I forgot to fucking do it. But it's fine. Everything is fine. I want to say thanks to our Patreon listeners, viewers. You guys are the shit. Still haven't done anything cool for you guys yet. I'm probably just going to send you something. Like a t-shirt. Because I have no fucking idea what to do. I did order 2 mics. 2 mic arms. Looking at a table today. To put over at our studio, aka Mike's weed-smelling hobo sex apartment. And that should be up in the next couple of weeks, and that's really exciting. So stay tuned on that. I had a little bit of, I'll be honest with you. I had a little bit of constipation the other day, and it reminded me of a time. You know how like you go through something and then it reminds you of shit like that happened back in the day. Because I was like really constipated, not just like, oh, this shit hurts. Like it wasn't coming out, like it couldn't even come out to hurt. So it's like I went and got some of the magnesium citrate. If you don't know what that is, it's like a little glass bottle, and it's clear, and it tastes like really tart Sprite. And you drink the whole bottle, and you shit out your intestines. Everything you've ever done bad in your life comes out of your ass. Every regret you've ever had comes out of your ass. Very violently. It's like a fire, like you ran over a fire hydrant. It's your ass coming. It's coming out of your ass. Very effective. Very effective. Not ideal, but very effective. So, and it's a way of getting around suppositories or what's the little nasal spray that goes up your ass? Fucking, what are those called? Enema. It's a way around that. But I remember when I was little, I was constipated. I say little, I think I was like 14. I think I took some pain pills that I had found my mom had. And if you take too many of those, your shit's gonna dry up. And we were on our way to church, and Mom had drug tested me and found out I'd been taking pills and shit. And she was very pissed. So she was like, "You're going to church." So she was taking me to church, and I couldn't shit. And like it's to the point that like they gonna have to cut you open to get this shit out or something. Like I was freaking out. I was like, I don't know how to get this doo-doo out. So my mom stopped by CVS, and this was the first time I was ever introduced to the magnesium citrate, but it was a cherry. And I can't stand anything cherry. Nothing. Don't want to smell a cherry. And I was like, I can't drink this. She's like, you gotta drink it. It already tastes bad, but it had the hint of cherry in it, and it's like, fuck that, mama. But I did. I was sipping on it. sipping on it. My mom is not the one to fuck with. So my mom finally pulls over, and she was like, chug it, or I'm beating the fuck out of you. And I was weighing those options. I was like, I don't want to chug this. I've told her to ass whooping. Just whoop my ass, mom. Just whoop my ass. So she did. On the side of the road. Whoop my fucking ass. And then was like, now you gotta drink it anyways, bitch. So I had to drink this fucking cherry. I didn't know what it really was. I just knew it tasted bad. So then I'm sitting in church, and Judy, who can't sing worth a fuck, really nice lady though, she's so sweet, is up there singing Amazing Grace. I'll never forget. And I was like, God, this is bad. And I said to my aunt, this is really bad. And my aunt was just like over there, you need this. And I was like, okay. So I got up and I went to the bathroom. Didn't have to use the bathroom. I was just trying to get away from it. But thank God I did. Thank God for Judy's voice, because if it wouldn't have been for her shitty singing, I would have not been anywhere close to the bathroom. And I did not have that kind of time. I got to the bathroom and I was like, damn, something don't feel right. And next thing you know, it was like for a breeze bottle. Like, you could adjust it, you could turn it to like spray, like, or the mist. It was like mist, just hard. And it was like, it was like my ass was sneezing. God. I was screaming in there. They thought that I was exorcising some demons for real. They were like, thank God he's in here. Thank God we finally got him in here. But I was just shitting my brains out. And I feel like that's a pretty good stopping point. So, I love you guys so much. Sorry about the shitty episode, literally. Next week will be better. I just don't feel good. I don't have COVID. I'm just not really in a good spot. So, bear with me on that. I'm going to try to get another video out for you guys soon. And yeah, I just appreciate you guys. You help me out a lot, really, more than you know. So, have a good one.